Tadhg here again. In today's video, I have some sad news for you. Grubby is closing down. Because they've got a new model! Yay! Kind of a weird way of phrasing this announcement. Maybe the email was supposed to be received on April Fool's Day, but I got it on the 31st of March. Anyway, it's great news that Grubby is still operating. And it's also great that they very generously given me 5,000 words for this video. Thank you, Grubby. However, Grubby know that this video will be the same as all videos on my channel. It will be transparent. I'll show you every stage of what I do to write, test, and evaluate the writing I create. It will be honest and unbiased. I'll tell you what I really think of Grubby's tool and give my recommendation about whether it's worth your money. It will be authoritative because I've got the credibility to say whether the writing is of a good standard and acceptable for undergraduates studying in English. I work at a university in the UK and use AI in my teaching and assessment. I conduct research on the topic and I can tell you what lecturers and professors would think of the humanized text. If that all sounds good to you, let's put Grubby to the test. Can it bypass AI detectors like Turnitin, originality, and copy leaks? It claims it can bypass all AI detectors, and it lists Turnitin, originality, and copy leaks on its website. I'm a little skeptical of that. Turnitin and originality maybe, but I'm not sure that it can bypass copy leaks. Copy leaks is really something else. In a recent video, linked on screen now, GPThuman was the only humanizer that got a 0% AI score with copy leaks, and even it failed against copy leaks' highest level of sensitivity. But will Grubby do better? Will it bypass AI detectors with coherent writing that is useful for university students? We'll find out soon. But first, if you care about honest information and reviews for students on all things AI in higher education, please support this channel by liking this video, subscribing with notifications on, and sharing this or any other video on the channel with someone you think it could help or inform. If you've got a question, ask me in the comments. If you've got a request for a video or a tool you'd like me to test, let me know in the comments. I promise to get around to it as soon as I can. I'm being serious. Your likes, subscriptions, and shares really help the channel. So please do it. Don't put it off. Do it now. It costs you nothing and I'd really appreciate it. Yeah. I'm talking to you. Okay, on with the show. The first thing that we're going to do is use the free version of ChatGPT to write a 1,500 word essay on Grubby. It's going to focus on the Grubby AI Humanizer, its benefits to students, and implications for higher education institutions. Look at ChatGPT go. Honestly, I preferred the way ChatGPT used to go. I'm scrolling to show the new text it's generating. It used to be more satisfying. We'll paste the output into this document here. Let's try Grubby with the bypass Turnitin service first and see what happens. We'll paste the entire essay into the input box. It says the word limit of 400 words has been exceeded, but we'll see if that's an issue in a moment. We've got two modes: highest quality and fastest. We care about the quality of our writing, so we'll go for highest quality. And nah, Grubby ain't having it. We need to reduce the amount of text in the input box to under 400 words and humanize the essay bit by bit. Okay, let's start with this block of 370 words first. Grubby takes about 15 seconds to run. We've got text saying that the output seems to be human written for GPT-0, copy leaks, 0GPT, cross-plag, sapling, writer, and content at scale. We're also offered this copy and verify option. Does this mean Grubby have an in-house AI detector that we can use to check the writing? Nope. It takes us to the 0GPT website. We'll paste the humanized essay, optimized for Turnitin, into this document here. And we'll go through this whole annoying process repeatedly, copying no more than 400 words of the text from the ChatGPT essay, pasting it into the input box on Grubby, waiting for the text to be humanized, and adding that humanized text to our new humanized version of the essay. I'm speeding this part up to spare you from boredom. Let's test our two documents, the original ChatGPT essay and the Grubby humanized version, using Turnitin, originality, and copy leaks to see what happens. First, with Turnitin, the ChatGPT essay gets an 88% likely AI score. Kind of bad from Turnitin here. It usually flags 100% of ChatGPT essays, though it isn't so good with bullet points, of which it's missed a couple here, as well as this part at the end of the ethical and institutional implications section. Totally accurate AI detection is a myth. The Grubby humanized text gets a 0% likely AI score. We're off to a good start with Grubby. I don't know why I'm wasting my credits with this, but the ChatGPT essay gets a 100% likely AI score from the Originality Light AI detector. Very good job indeed from Originality, as we might expect. The Grubby humanized essay gets a 100% likely original score with the Light AI detector and a 98% original score with the more sensitive Turbo AI detector. Okay, I'm impressed with Grubby. Our good start continues. But how will the humanized text fare against the mighty copy leaks? Place your bets now. The plan is that we're going to start with copy leaks level 1 sensitivity and keep going until the essay is flagged. With copy leaks level 1 sensitivity, we get a very impressive 0% likely AI score. The great start continues. With copy leaks level 2 sensitivity, however, we get a 52.2% likely AI score. Dang it! We're cooked. With copy leaks level 3 sensitivity, we get a 100% likely AI score. So while things started off quite well, even Grubby crumbled against higher levels of sensitivity with copy leaks. But Tadhg, you may say, you use the optimized for Turnitin settings. Right you are, my friend. We're just getting started. Next, I'm going to go back to Grubby and humanize the essay again in blocks of fewer than 400 words using the optimized for copy leaks settings. Will we get any further with the copy leaks AI detector this time? We're not going to waste our time testing the essay with Turnitin and Originality. We know Grubby can beat those. Let's start with copy leaks level 1 and see how far we get before the text is detected this time. With the level 1 sensitivity, our optimized for copy leaks humanized essay gets a 0% likely AI score. With the lost essay, we got a 52.2% likely AI score with level 2 sensitivity. This time with level 2 sensitivity, we get a 0% likely AI score. Wow, that is brilliant. Can it go all the way? What do you think the AI score for this essay with level 3 sensitivity will be? 0%? More than 0%? If you guessed 100% likely AI, you were right. Grubby really got my hopes up there. However, as it stands, it's tied with GPThuman for bypassing copy leaks. But what about the quality of the writing Grubby produced? Let's evaluate that now. We'll start with the Grubby optimized for Turnitin settings essay. This article reviews Grubby, how it works, if it works, and why it does for students, and what it means for higher ed policy. Just a little confusing compared to the original ChatGPT version. For example, users who input their AI-generated papers or responses into the program, either via cut and paste, will receive from Grubby a reworded version that, again, a little confusing compared to the ChatGPT essay. Effectiveness of sneaking by AI detection. This section heading doesn't sound totally legit for a student. There are a couple of parts of the text flagged as spelling errors, but they're fine. It's just US English spelling of these words. Higher education should not seek to survive under the fascist restraints of social expectations with 21st century policing efforts. There is nothing like this in the ChatGPT version. It talks about outdated enforcement models, and the Grubby humanized version has gone nuts with reworking this. Overall, the humanized essay is pretty good. A couple of weird little things with it, though I'd be convinced enough that it was authentic student writing. Now, let's evaluate the quality of the optimized for copy leaks version of the essay. Inside the Grubby world, how does it function? How effective is it at avoiding AI detection? Why would one seek to use it? Ultimately, what does this mean for higher education and policy? For students? I hate this introduction. It's really lame. Where AI rephrasing software simply tries to restore meaning to sentences using synonyms does not compare to an English speaker's restoration ability. I don't really like the way this is written. It doesn't sound human to me. The synonym replacement choices are a bit off. It may create awkward sentence structures. fracture patterns of cadence, and rely upon more random vernacular to fight back against the mean statistical patterns AI detection software uses against ready-to-be detected works. This sentence basically describes what the humanized text is like. Awkward sentence structure and odd word choices to avoid being flagged as statistically predictable patterns of words by AI detectors. I don't like this version of the essay as much as the previous one. Like, this just stinks. Yet Grubby and like sites will continue to remap. Ah yes, the common phrase, academic perversion. You know, the one we use all the time, academic perversion. Thus students banking on the abilities of AI render themselves doomed, or at least subject to negative penalties should anyone find out whatever they submit. More horrible writing, allowing for much easier thought expression for these students. This just doesn't sound right. Courses reconstructed. Again, it just sounds weird and unnatural. Using Grubby come 2025 is not merely a matter of achieving an end. It's an ethical dilemma. Therefore, higher education should not try to avert modernity's progressive learning from such an experience through the futile filter of past controls. This stinks as well. It's like someone trying too hard to sound like they're intelligent. It's overwritten, not clear, and not good. What can we learn from all of that? Grubby is really good. I mean, really good. I'm putting it up there with GPThuman for among the best at beating AI detectors. The essay produced using the optimized for copy leaks settings was much worse than the one that was optimized for Turnitin. If you're planning on using Grubby, I would recommend using the optimized for Turnitin setting. Most students don't really care about any other AI detector anyway. Grubby costs between $3.99 and $14 a month on an annual plan for increasing levels of words and words per input. The same plans cost between $6.99 and $19.99 on a monthly plan. Would I recommend Grubby? Absolutely. Not only is it a brilliant tool for bypassing AI detectors, the writing is strong and mostly convincing, depending on what AI detector you're optimizing for. Grubby is brilliant and one of the best tools that I've tested on the channel. Before I say it's the best, more testing is required. And I'll need to try their enhanced mode. Stay tuned for more testing on Grubby and other tools and information about all things AI in higher education. If you made it this far, you owe me a like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you again soon for the next video.